Yeah, for lots of kids in Queensland, the holidays were full of wild weather.
It was very windy and there was non-stop rain.
All the grass had turned from grass to mud.
You see, the state's southeast has been hit with a lot of rain. Last week, some areas got up to 300 millimetres in just a few hours, which is about a third of what Brisbane usually gets in a whole year.
That's really, really heavy rainfall. That's enough to cause both flash flooding but also contribute to riverine flooding.
The rapid rise of water levels caught a lot of people off guard, giving emergency services and the public not a lot of time to prepare.
It was really scary. My neighbours had to evacuate and screaming.
The rain came on the heels of ex-tropical Cyclone Kiry, which hit the coast a few weeks ago, bringing gusts of up to 170 kilometres per hour, tearing roofs off buildings, ripping up trees and power lines, and decimating crops.
Everything was all over the place. Things were flying away, tumbling over. It was crazy.
We had to take shelter because it was really windy.
We had quite a lot of flooding. I remember when we were driving into town, the road was closed because there was so much water, so we had to find different ways to go.
Kiry struck barely a month after tropical cyclone Jasper, which made its windy way across Queensland and the NT, bringing record rainfall, damaging winds and isolating floods. Not to mention some unwanted guests, just in time for the holiday season.
And then we saw someone's Christmas decorations floating above. They were really, really high in the sky.
During and after Cyclone Jasper, the river down there was 4.2 metres under, which is our only way to get resources.
The water came up to that sign.
Of course, if you live up here, you'll know this weather isn't anything new.
Welcome to the wet season.
Yep, in the tropics, the familiar seasons of summer, autumn, winter and spring don't apply. Instead, it's all about the wet and the dry. That's because our tropical regions are close to the equator, which means they're closer to the sun. That heat creates a kind of natural sauna, bringing hot and humid weather, along with rain, thunderstorms, floods and tropical cyclones. While this sort of thing is nothing new, some are worried that climate change is making these events more intense and frequent. So, is more wet weather on the way? Well, quite possibly.
Well, it is a little bit early to say for sure, so there is a bit of an elevated risk that we will see La Nina conditions developing across Australia this year.
That's a weather pattern that brings more cool, wet weather to the east. Meanwhile, many people are still waiting for floodwaters to go down.
If you're stranded, you should call for help, that you should not go in it because you don't know how deep it is.
And for others, there'll be a long clean-up ahead.
It's been a lot of cleanup. The community's really coming together, helping everybody.
It really puts it into perspective how one thing can really change so much.
Thanks for watching BTS.